So we are going to take it to the grand jury.
Okay.
So he may win this battle today, but he ain't going to win the war, and he's going to stay in custody.
Saying,
Your Honor, it was just the residence, and in the case of a residence, notice is presumed, and he was.
no, we don't presume anything in the law, you know? I mean, we don't go based on hunches and read it to me again, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On November 24th, 2024, officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to indecent exposure. The complainant stated he observed the defendant inside of his property without pants and underwear on. The complainant stated he observed the defendant dry hump the air and roll around in the dirt. The complainant also advised he observed the front driver's side doors of motor vehicles to be opened and observed the credit card missing and in-car charges to be damaged. The defendant was the only person inside of the
3 probable cause hearings, 1 relentless judge. We've got a terroristic threat claim, a puzzling trespass, and a home wires mystery. Watch how Judge Fleser tests the law's basics, fear, notice, and intent, before a surprise confrontation changes the tone.
Notice now, if you go back to this place, they're going to probably arrest you. Do not go back to this place. Watch out what you're doing. You're on felony deferred for a very serious crime that can give you 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Behave yourself in the free world. And if you cannot, you're going to end up possibly 10 years. You understand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
Alan, come on up.
I am approaching on behalf of Ricky Mason for probable cause.
Okay. Chief back there.
Oh, he's in the back.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Lockridge.
Hey.
So you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 20th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a group home in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who advised that after her and the defendant, another resident of the home, got into a verbal argument, the defendant told him, "I'm going to fuck you up." The complainant stated the defendant then went outside, grabbed a bed frame, and stated he would tear this place up. The complainant advised he was not in fear, but advised he would like to pursue charges because he perceived the statement as a threat.
He's not in fear.
Yes.
You know? All right. I'm going to find no probable cause on your case, Mr. Lockridge, but be careful.
Yes.
You know, when you get upset and you say things that you really don't mean, they can get you in a lot of trouble, right? Have patience. It's not hard. And if you get upset, walk away. Find another release. But sticks and stones may bring you back to us, and you don't want to come back here. All right? Okay, man. Just take a seat for me, okay?
We'll
Please.
dismiss it, Judge.
Please. Mr. McAlpin, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 24th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in reference to an indecent exposure call. And upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, who stated that he observed the defendant inside his property without pants and underwear on. The complainant stated that he observed the defendant dry hump the air and roll around on the dirt. The complainant also advised he observed the front driver's side door of his motor vehicle to be open and observed his credit card missing and his in-car charger to be damaged. The defendant was the only person inside the property at the time of discovery.
Trespass of what?
See how it's fled, Your Honor.
Is it house? Is it car? Did I miss something?
Your Honor, it just pled being on the property. It doesn't specify if it was a vehicle, so. The complainant just stated that the defendant was inside his property area.
Was there prior notice of him not to be there? Or, because I didn't hear you say anything about prior notice. I didn't hear anything about you.
Quick legal check. Criminal trespass usually needs prior notice or clear lack of consent. Here, the record's muddy. House or car, where's the warning? Judge won't presume. Did the state bring facts or just vibes today?
Saying,
Your Honor, it was just the residence, and in the case of a residence, notice is presumed, and he was.
no, we don't presume anything in the law, you know? I mean, we don't go based on hunches and read it to me again, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On November 24th, 2024, officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to indecent exposure. The complainant stated he observed the defendant inside of his property without pants and underwear on. The complainant stated he observed the defendant dry up the air and roll around in the dirt. The complainant also advised he observed the front driver's side doors of the vehicle to be opened and observed the credit card missing and in-car charges to be damaged. The defendant was the only person inside of the property at the time of discovery.
Yeah, I mean, there's no prior notice that he's not supposed to be there. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything about he's
There's
trying
no
to.
statement as to without permission. The only thing is it is a residential area, Your Honor.
All right, I'm not going to find probable cause to go forward, Mr. McAlpin, but you're on notice now. If you go back to this place, they're going to probably arrest you. Do not go back to this place. Watch out what you're doing. You're on felony deferred for a very serious crime that can give you 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Behave yourself in the free world. And if you cannot, you're going to end up possibly 10 years. You understand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
Alan, come on up.
I am approaching on behalf of Ricky Mason for probable cause.
Okay. Chief back there.
Oh, he's in the back.
On October 19th, 2024, officer was dispatched to a residential home regarding a call for service. Upon arrival, officer made contact with the complainant, who advised the defendant moved out of her house during that month. The complainant advised that on October 19th, defendant arrived at the location and was hammering on the west side wall of her home. After the defendant left, the complainant discovered her porch light was not coming on. An electrician came by on October 19th to check the light, to which he advised someone had cut off her electrical wires, which ran around the exterior of her home.
Didn't we did this already though? Did we not?
Your Honor, can we have the full, instead of having
You want me to read the full day?
the full,
I'll read the, Judge, if you want me to read the full day, I'll read it.
because a key thing is missing there. When she asked him, what are you doing? He said he's cleaning up. And she said, okay, and brought him food.
Remember,
Judge,
this is just a probable cause hearing. When we get into facts, that's,
Understand, Your Honor, but he never identified him as that stated in that song.
Judge,
okay,
the
well, hold on.
complainant is mentally immobile. She's on oxygen when she asked whoever was there to announce themselves. The defendant announced himself. She never got up to see him. She is on an oxygen tank. She's largely mobile. I spoke to her.
All right, so first, he's charged with criminal mischief,
Yes.
right? The alleged mischief is what?
Cutting the electrical wires around her home. I can continue reading probable cause, Judge.
I guess go through the whole rigmarole. It's,
You know, just keep reading
Yeah.
what I was reading. Okay. So electrician, okay. So an electrician came by on October 19th to check the light, to which he advised someone to cut off her electrical wires, which ran around the exterior of her home. The electrician advised the total cost of the wire and labor to replace the damage done to the light would cost approximately $535. The complainant advised the porch light was working on the night of October 17th and said defendant was the last person at the location and the last person to leave, and was the only person close to the missing wires and hammering on the wall where the wires.
Now it's criminal mischief. Cutting porch light wiring. Repair estimated at $535. But intent is the hinge. Prior incidents suggest a pattern, yet no eyewitness today. Circumstantial bricks. Do they build a wall or just suspicion?
Were observed to be missing. Upon speaking to the complainant, she told me 3 years ago, he did the same thing to other parts of her home where he cut off the electrical wires there.
remember, right?
No, I'm just tying in.
I understand. So criminal mischief is a specific intent crime, right? You got to know that he specifically intended to mischief,
Yes,
right?
Judge. Which is why I bring up the incident from 2 to 3 years ago, because he has a tendency to, he's done this before in the home. He knows how to do it. He's done it before. He was there.
So he's working on this specific day.
Yes.
He wasn't working there. He used to live with her. The complainant allowed him to live with her because she felt bad for him.
Okay.
Then she kicked him out. He came back after she kicked him out. She heard hammering on the wall, asked who was there because she can't really move. She's on an oxygen tank. The defendant announced himself, said it was him, and then said he was just cleaning up.
And what did she do?
And the next thing we know is he
And the next thing you know,
leaves.
her lights aren't working, her porch light's not turning on, an electrician comes by and he says that all the electrical wires have been removed around the house. And he had done this before 2 to 3 years ago in other parts of her home.
Your Honor?
I know, hold on, Alan. I mean, I know where you're going.
He also
And I
just got
know-
released from jail.
Right.
Judge he identified himself, he was there, she is very certain it was her upon speaking with her. And based upon just things he's done before in her home, he knows how to do it, he's done it before, he's removed electrical wires from her home before. Literally no lights in her home work anymore because of allegedly what he did, Judge. And I sympathize with her.
And I do as well. And it sucks. But I still have to follow along, right? We've got A, I've got C, but I don't have B. And while it doesn't make me happy,
Just, Your Honor, he was heard, and prior to announcing himself, he was heard hammering on the wall where the wires were missing. And then he was the only person known there to be at the location.
I understand. I get it.
I see him do it. Identify him as clean. Did not see him do it. She brought him food after. Time went by.
I'm gonna cut to the chase and just say, this case is gonna go to the grand jury, and we're probably gonna seek an indictment, so it's not.
Then you're not going to hurt my feelings.
I know,
Like, I get
I'm
it.
just saying, we got somebody on oxygen during winter who has no heat.
Do a bench trial.
Somebody, and it wasn't her. Okay, it wasn't her who ripped out her wires. Okay, and if that was anybody's grandmother in here, I don't think the argument would be made. So, we are gonna take it to the grand jury.
Okay.
So he may win this battle today, but he ain't gonna win the war, and he's gonna stay in custody.
So I know and I feel it and I'm sorry, but I have to find no probable cause, Now tell him they're probably going to take it to a grand jury. Grand jury may indict it. I don't know what's going to happen, but
Thank you.
Today's ARC. No probable cause on the threat, trespass, and wiring cases, though the last may go to a grand jury. Probable cause is a gate, not a verdict. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.